That was pretty fast, eh? What's up, my new slot car racer friends and my reoccurring subscribers? I'm so glad to talk to you again, and especially about the slot car track. Of course, those of y'all that are interested in this is going to be exciting. I'm very excited to show you that I opened up this track, started opening up this track. So instead of just an oval, so now that we have it opened up to almost 13 feet, we're starting to see this track come together. And of course, to make this happen, I had to add on 4-foot section of board here and come down slanted with another piece of board here also. See it slanting now. The reason for that is I wanted to give it a more of an interesting run. Just like you can see my train layout in the back, you know I like inclines and grades and all. And from this transition from flat down, we have no problems. I didn't want to go too wild to where I had to start bending track and forming track. There, it'll just lay perfectly. Yes, this backboard is secured to this section here, and it's protecting the cars from flying off and hitting my computer and hiding my 3D printer and my computer also. It kind of formalizes things, you know what I'm saying? So of course we can't do no racing until I get more track in and a more of a track plan designed back in this area and bring it on out to form a loop. So with that being said, what I'm thinking of doing is coming off of this, as you can see, making a nice banked curve. Not big enough so I can't get around, but big enough so it will loop around nicely. Come back over this track and we'll figure out what we're going to do up in here. I'm thinking some kind of hairpin in here to come around and get back with this. Of course, we want a good run with these large 132 scale cars. The reason I picked 132 scale cars is because it's more of a realistic run in my opinion. I've never done HO, but watching HO stuff on an HO track, no offense to anyone, I'm not downing no one or anything, it's just my taste and my preference. It's not realistic in my preference. 132 seems like it is, but hey, HO has its place with folks also. For me, it's 132. You can see here where I had to put a bend in it, and what it does, it allows the car to sweep and hold a better of a hairpin curve here without flying off the track. Now, granted, if you floor this thing, you know, hold it down, it will fly off the track, but it seems like it holds better with this curve in. The geometry changed here allows it to have a faster speed run on the outside and the inside, I find. This here is one of my favorite cars I have, okay? It's metal that I converted to 132 slot car, okay? But it's heavy and it drifts realistically. That's the name of the game for me. I like to make things up and see if it works. And this little car is very surprising on this track. When we get things finalized, you'll be able to see a run with this better. So getting back to this hairpin, because of these cars are a little bit larger, it gives it more of a realistic whip when it comes around that hairpin like so. So it kind of drifts. In fact, this one is like Dukes of Hazzard, man. It's all over the place. So this thing, when you flooring, it's doing this, right? And when it comes here, it's whipping like crazy. It's very realistic, which I love. These two cars here are top heavy, and upon putting speed that I put in my other cars, they just fly off the track. So we're gonna practice on some of these higher center of gravity cars, okay? So those of y'all that are new, please hit that like and subscribe button, folks, so we can see more and see what we got going on with this track and upcoming races with my wife, or just racing the pace car when I'm bored, when my wife ain't here, of course. So before we close this video out, we have a banked curve here, some 22.5 radius curves. All this that we have to incorporate into this track and get going. So keep an eye out on a video coming up this week, towards the end of the week, or even the weekend. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.